Hey, welcome to my channel. Have you heard the saying that says you need to stop working in your business and start working on your business? What does that even mean? Well, let's go figure out. Hi, my name is Jose Miguel and I'm an entrepreneur at heart. Here in this channel, we're going to talk about every single little thing that we can figure out on how to grow your money. So this is how you can run a business, how you can invest in certain things, in certain different assets, even in alternative assets, and all that kind of stuff. So if this interests you, please subscribe. Whether you want to work in your business or on your business, what does that mean? Well, this is really the difference between being an operator and being an owner. So these two things are typically the path of everybody who is a small business owner. So you start by being an operator. So an operator is someone who actually does all the work, starts the business. You know, you can even start from the very beginning of creating an LLC, incorporating it, everything, and whether it's e-commerce or you have an actual retail store or a real estate business like myself or anything. If you're the one working every single day, if you're the one doing everything that have to do with the operations of the business, then you are an operator. That's what they call it, an operator. One of the big examples is if you're a lawyer or if you're an accountant and your whole business is based on your production. So if you go to vacation or if you just get sick, then your business stops producing. And that's really reliant on you. So this is when you have to learn how to become an owner. Right, okay, so how did you become an owner? And before we even get there, you have to understand the journey from being an operator to being an owner. Because when you're an operator, you're in charge of marketing, accounting, anything that requires any type of strategy, even investing for your own business. So that's a lot of things. Right? And you know what they say, if you're a jack of all trades, you're a master of none. So you have to really pick the ones that you are really good at. And the ones that you're not, or the ones that you just don't want to do, this is when you start to hire other people. Hire people that are better than you at that specific task. And this is the one thing that you have to be really careful about, because it's like introducing somebody else to your family, because this is your business, right? So you have to be very careful on who you hire, because they have to be a match with not just you at the beginning, but the vision and the mission of your company. Like if your company has core values, then this person has to match these core values so that whenever you are not there, the business can keep going as your expectations are of this business. You have to know how to do everything before you even have somebody else do it. This is something that got ingrained in me from my family. Like if you want to know what this looks like, then you have to know how to do it. And yeah, I try to learn a lot, and I realize it's really not time efficient, because you're not gonna be good at everything. It's just not. But you're gonna be good at certain things, and that's your calling. So you need to spend and take advantage of those things for you and your business. So that's really a misconception on that side. The other part is that these new hires and these new people that are becoming part of your business are going to become a core part of your business. So you have to make sure that when you're hiring them, that you take it slow. Just like any relationship, you have to get to know them, you have to actually understand what motivates them and everything that goes along the lines of having somebody come and join a team. The one thing that you have to be really careful about is that sometimes first appearances are not the best or the most accurate sometimes. So whenever something is not shown after the fact and you believe that it was going to go a certain way and it went another way, then you have to be professional, understand that you have to part ways. It's just the way that business works, and it's the best for not just you but for that person as well, because you're not a match. Okay, so now you got the person. You got the person, and you have a person you understand what motivates them, what's their personality like, and then you have job descriptions, right? So it's important for you to understand what is the responsibility and what are your expectations for each type of job that you're gonna need for this person to do. You have to do a match, right? So there's certain positions that are better suited for certain type of people. So there's things like, you know, you could do personality tests, other type of tests where you can actually find the match for the actual job description. Now, you don't have to do that action anymore. So you gain some time and maybe some peace of mind as well. But it is your responsibility as the business owner to actually be a good leader for that person and for that team in that matter. You owe them to that, to be the best that you can at that level. Eventually, you're gonna get to a point where you want to be a silent partner or just want to remove yourself from the business. That's normal. It happens to everyone. So don't think that you're abandoning your baby or you're abandoning any type of, you know, precious thing. It happens. Maybe your interest fluctuated into something else. Maybe you just want to retire. It's just the way it is. So at this point, if you've done these things correctly, you won't have a doubt that your business will continue to run as you expected or even better than when you were working in your business. And this is a matter for you to start focusing on how you can work on your business. As an owner, you have to start thinking about what are the things that you can delegate. What are the things that you can remove yourself from so that your company and your small business does not depend on your individual contribution? So what are those things? And start looking for those things and start separating yourself as a daily operator of your business. In this way, you start becoming more of an owner. As any owner, you will have a percentage interest in your company. This is when you have to start thinking about who are the core people in your company. Maybe it's time to think about giving a little bit of equity to those people. It's all something that you have to take in consideration. So you have to be a good leader for them as well. So as an owner, now you have to make decisions based on strategies, and you have to see the 5-year down the line goals. You have even sometimes a 10-year goal. So if this is a business that you no longer want, what are your steps to sell the business? Or if it's a business that you want to take into the market and do an IPO, what steps you need to take in order for your business to be able to be sold on the market? But that's a whole different story. But this is how, when you start thinking about your business as an owner, it's a lot different. Yes, you gain a lot more time, but also you have more responsibilities, and technically the risk is still there because you're still the owner and the percentages. And one last thing is that you have to start thinking about how to scale your business. Right now that you've removed yourself from your business, now you have to be able to strategize, making standard operating procedures for everything that could be standardized so that it's always the same result. It becomes deterministic. No matter who's doing it, if you follow the procedures, it will get the same result. This is something that becomes more natural with time and for your business, because you want to be able to predict, especially outcomes and income for your business, because that's how you can get other parties, other investors interested in your whole business. And lastly, everything revolves out again around delegating. You have to learn how to delegate and how to delegate at different levels. Whether it's a daily task or it's a strategy task or somebody that can keep people accountable on their goals. So it's different types of delegation and different types of strategy. So even that you can standardize as an owner, and then you can apply this standard to different businesses. And that's how exactly you become an owner from being an operator. It's not gonna happen in a blink of an eye. If it's not a business that requires you, you can start right away as an owner and don't require any type of the operations. Somebody else is doing the operations for you. Sort of like the e-com automation. You don't really do anything, somebody else is doing it, and then you share the profits. But I don't want to keep this longer, so thank you for watching the video. I hope that you understand now how to differentiate yourself from being an operator and an owner. And this is Jose, and I'm done speaking. Thank you.